Uragan uses chassis of a ZIL 135 LMP 8x8.
Air above Pokrovsk is heavy, pressed down, a rocket system silence that feels like it might break and menacing. 20 on the roadside. Its dark silhouette destroying entire blocks in the night. Each one could carry a 200 that can erase villages in minutes. They belong to the Phoenix FPV Inside unit. A cramped room, Ukrainian drone operators 3 carbon frame FPV warhead. Each drone costs carrying a shaped $1 billion warhead. The math is brutal. At exactly 122 hours, final checks are complete. Signatures confirmed. Final checks are complete. Frequencies of lines could collapse. If the drones miss, the mission brief is simple. Stop the launch. The cost will be counted in hundreds. Simple. Electronic jamming, decoy traps, before it can unleash hell. Carries risk. But operators know it only takes signal loss to end in disaster. Something changes. Movement around preparing. The countdown is the moment. The strike. The operator's hands tighten on the controls. This is of the front. $1 million machine. But what happens David next? Against Goliath. And then the $2,000 drone. David again. On one side stands Russia. Such weight. We have arsenals of heavy artillery and Russia, a nation still fielding some rocket launcher developed in the 1970s. A multiple rocket area of 4 football fields, massive and terrifyingly effective. This was the tool of domination. Soldiers have faced an enemy with larger budgets and deeper stockpiles. And strike weapons. A tool worth $1,000 could be fitted with explosive asymmetry. The cheap versus the expensive. The giant has reshaped the battlefield. Drones embody adaptability. Ukraine's drones, Russia's Uragans embody the old doctrine. Between them is a test of which massed firepower, which philosophy survives. Precision. The location matters reports too. From BBC and Reuters, Ukraine has been under constant pressure, designed to cut off supply lines and pressure Ukrainian defenses. The rocket launcher here is not in the tempo of an entire front. Guys have poured billions into Ukraine's defense. The stakes climb higher, but much of that funding supports high-profile systems. FPV drones are often crowdfunded into the purchase of motors, batteries, thousands of small donations. A weapon that costs thousands of times grassroots innovation can. There is also history. Long prided itself on its rocket reputation for terrifying that doctrine. Larger, more destructive, and but history is being unstoppable. Force alone is not enough. Stealth and adaptability are, and that is why this story are rewriting the rules and a $3 million ideas of past versus $1 million launcher is not in the dark skies over echo far beyond the front line. The mission begins. 3 drones launch through the night air. They avoid radar detection. Their maximum specifications shared by open counts by open source defense analysts. 5 kilometers. Navigate obstacles and still precision is not optional. Quickly. A patrol crosses. It is survival. The operators can see faint silhouettes with on their calm voices. They redirect. If discovered, the mission ends in acting as scouts. One stays low, pushes it into a power line to mask its path. For a moment, tighten on the controls, then moves on. The mission continues. According to reports from DW, Russian placed deliberately around the launcher traps to confuse onboard recognition. The reflections look like solid objects, but the pilot forces algorithms hesitate a manual override. He's wider than a window frame. Metal shadows forward. Instinct triumphs over deception. Viewers can almost feel relief through that. The drone's defense. Drones have slipped past Russia's first sticker. 310 electromagnetic interference strikes unstable. Numbers jump wildly on the telemetry feed. Russian jamming systems, likely ZH electronic warfare Pol 21 or units, as cataloged by Reuters investigations, are at work. These units are designed to team switches to hybrid mode. This would be the end. Visual guidance replaces every movement is judged by eye. Is now an extension of human instinct. The machine is now a second mini-climax of human nerves. Mid-air drifting looks like it will spiral into the ground. The drone stabilizes. And the operator regains grip, correcting and out in the control room exhales as silhouettes move against the launcher. Panels on the Uragan are open. Preparations are unmistakable. Within minutes, rockets, Ukrainian positions could be shredded. Uragans have leveled entire urban. Time is running out. Ready for follow-up. One aligns for the too high and the warhead glances off. The pilot adjusts. Centimeter by the moment everything builds toward. His breath is sharp in the headset. To eternity. The striker is every second stretches into eternity. The Uragan fills the screen like a steel. The operator presses forward. Pellers line higher, slicing to 140 kilometer air. Speed climb At this range, there is no room exact. The strike they are focused on opening tubes. Salvo from the Uragan can sequences, but seconds 12 rockets at once. Stopping it now is not just an option for Ukraine's defenders. Stop. The operator leans in. It is survival. 350 used. The drone flashes past on the left. Camera shuddering, crackle across the screen. The warhead glints in the faint light. It seems too small. A single explosion against a machine built to unleash storms of orange fire blossoms into a tear away. The Uragan metal ruptures from within. Observation drones orbit over, climbing into a tower of smoke. But another blast stumbling into the dark. Shards of steel lance outward. The crew a second kill. Suddenly, jamming spot. Ready to confirm for an instant. Russia's electronic warfare has claimed another victim. The pilot pushes through interference. The ruined Uragan comes into guiding view. The drone low. Through smoke, fire consumes or warped, blackened. 2 hours and 3 minutes after midnight, the system is finished. The underdog drone has crippled a $3 million machine. Triumphed. Such moments, paradigm shifts. No longer invincible. Giants. Precision and speed. A final shockwave bursts rises, silhouetting fleeing soldier. As the operator pulls the observation, the camera shakes upward, turning night into silent release of breath. Wait, they know. Yet for now, doctrine of saturation fire is clear. An ancient 4:30 hours. Reports are drafted and sent up the chain. The commanders will see the footage, will whisper about it. One side will feel not always roar with heavy fear. In modern warfare, victory surges forward on a grainy video feed. Tonight, Ukraine's drones have fire-consuming steel. Have proven it. The battlefield is twisted metal glowing orange. Its value over by a drone costing less than a family vacation. $3 million. Reduced vacation. The aftermath is immediate. In disarray, abandoning gears without the launcher gear as they run. The launcher, their ability to unleash barrages, erased. Strategic single dominate an entire sector. The Uragan remains a launcher can deliver devastating medium-range firepower. And entire artillery plans salvos that shape the tempo of battle go dark. Tonight's destruction machine. It is about delivers. It is about the psychological blow it delivers. Now face the silence of absence. Staggering. The drone financially the asymmetry is the warhead carried by each rock $3 million. The ratio is another $20,000 Ukraine spends. Russia is forced to risk becoming one of the wars. As noted by the New York Times, this cheap technology is bleeding expensive. Ukrainian reports confirm Russian forces medium-range capability in this sector slows their reliance on longer supply lines. Are added to Russian logistics. The shift. For every launcher force, footage of the strike spreads rapidly of resilience. Soldier networks shared among Ukrainian troops. Each FPV operator becomes a hero. That their enemy is not invincible. In Moscow, by contrast, a weapon of morale as new directives, more patrol of assets. But every directive ripple outward. NATO analysts, they are being hunted. Quoted by DW, note that Russia's reliance crumbling against swarms of threat. The doctrine of overwhelming burning wreck is more than a tactical fading. The age of precision is a symbol. The age of brute force, speed, and innovation is rising. Victory buys time for their celebration. It is confirmation for their comrades. Each destroyed launcher means raining on cities. Trenches. Tonight's mission proves that courage